There's some good things about it. Of course, it'll be a short. Instead of being at church from 9:30 until 12:30, we'll be at church from 9:30 to 11:30. You will not be able to see baptizing. Only 200 folks can see 200 people at a time can see baptizing. We cannot build a baptistry in the Civic Center. We have to move it every week and empty it every week. So we're going to go downstairs and baptize in the swimming pool. I'll be coming out every week to baptize and so forth. So it means that we'll not be having baptism for everybody. It means that you'll not have to come to two places. It means you want us to come here, unload, take off your wraps, then stay an hour, put your wraps on, go back to the car, drive to the Civic Center. It means we'll not have to use any buses. It means that if the only people who have to come here at all were people who have babies 3 and under. All 4 of the nurses will be open here. We'll have policemen here to protect the babies. But all 4 of the nurses will be open. The only folks that have to come at all are folks who have babies 3 and under, and you'll come. Plenty of parking space out here. Leave your baby. In fact, most of you can park along the side, I would imagine, and leave your baby, and then go to the Civic Center, come back and get your baby. No one else will have to go to both buildings at all. Most of us will drive to the Civic Center, we'll park our cars, go in, stay for 2 hours, and come out. Now I'm asking you to do 6 things for me. The first thing I'm asking you to do is be faithful. Be faithful, be faithful, be faithful, be faithful. Be faithful. You say, Brother Hyles won't know if I'm there because he won't know where I usually sit. Now I know when you're here now, most of you. I know when you're here. Because I know where you sit. And I also know where you sit when you don't want me to know you're here. I know where you hide. I know your second and third choices. I know where to look for you when you ain't where you ought to be. I won't know. But he'll know. He'll know. And he keeps a record. He keeps a record. Be faithful. I'm asking you for 10 Sundays to be there. Be there. Be there. Number 2, I'm asking you to be loyal. Be loyal. I'm asking you for 10 weeks to be loyal. Now, for some of you, it'll be almost impossible. For a few of you, it'll be completely impossible. But I'm asking you to be loyal. Now, what is loyalty? Loyalty is when you don't agree with what the majority feels the thing to do, you accept it graciously. That's what loyalty is. Loyalty is not calling someone on telephone, I don't like that. I just think the church is going to pot. No, you're going to pot and you think everybody else is. You're like the fellow had Lindbergh cheese in his mustache and thought the whole world smelled bad. Be loyal. Number 3, be optimistic. And I'll try to be too. Be optimistic. Be cheerful. Walk in the Civic Center, bring your basketball, shoot a basket while you come in. Have you ever had something terrible go wrong, like all the lights go out at home? Or the commode gets stopped up? Or what else happens? What? Sump pump, yeah, the basement floods. That's it. That's it. And have you ever had, everything goes wrong. I mean, the same time the basement's flooded, and then upstairs the heater won't go off. It's 100 degrees upstairs, wet in the basement. Wash machine breaks. Car blows shoots a valve, blows a valve, shoots a valve, throws a valve, has a valve, does a valve. Everything goes wrong. I can recall when I was in Texas, we built a building. I built it. I was the general contractor. We didn't have much money. And I forgot to put any heat in the building. Dedicated the building and had no heat. Then we had the first little rain, and water was that high inside the building. I couldn't figure out what it was. So we called a roofer. He put a new roof on. Next rain, water was that high in the building. It got where every time it rained, water was that high. And, we had so much trouble with that building. We had more fun. We'd come to work after rain and laugh and laugh and laugh. The staff would take off their shoes and roll up their trousers and walk. And, we got so tickled until we got that thing fixed. We were sort of disappointed. You know what it was? I'd forgotten to put sealer in the mortar. I didn't even know there was this thing as sealer in the mortar. And the water was leaking through the mortar between the bricks. And I had no idea. I mean, a fella that hadn't got enough sense to put heat in the building won't put sealer in the mortar either, I bet this morning you think I built this building, didn't you? There's no heat in it. Now, what I'm saying is this. I'm saying that sometimes adversity brings us closer together, and problems gives us more fun. So I'm saying be faithful, be loyal, be optimistic. Number 4, be generous. Be generous. If we ever needed your generosity, it's now. If God's people in this church ever needed to give their tithes and offerings to the church, it's now. I plead with you, be generous in these days. Number 5, work harder. Work harder. Now that means we'll have no fall program. Our classes will have no fall program. Our departments will have no fall program. That means that I'm going to sit down in the next week or two, and I'm going to plan something unusually exciting that'll be different, that'll draw people to the Civic Center for every Sunday. Now you've got to work harder. You've got to say, I'm going to work harder than I've ever worked in a fall program in my life. Why? Our church is at stake. That's why. We don't need to go back. We don't need to slide back. We don't need to go backward. We need to go forward. And I believe, listen, did you know when we had the fire and for 2 years we met in all kinds of undesirable circumstances, do you know we had 2 of the best years our church has ever had? Why? Because the people